A long-drawn legal battle between the federal government and the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, is in the offing. The federal government has filed fresh terrorism charges before the Federal High Court in Abuja against Kanu. In the newly amended charge, Kanu now faces 15 counts in the suit instead of earlier 7 bordering on treasonable felony. Let's hear from the counsel of the parties in the suit.
This is the charge that was filed, was dated 17th, that was on Friday, and filed yesterday. And as soon as it was filed, it was served on them, and they had an interaction with him. And of course, you are aware of the fact that law requires that charges can be amended and filed, even on the eve of the judgment of any case. So the mere refusal to take the plea today is one of the several antics employed by the defendant to delay this case.
Have been able to give me another clearer copy, which is legible. And with that, we will take the next step. Tomorrow, no one is running away from plea being taken. But the point we made today, which the court appreciated, is that you can't take plea to counts that have not even been given to you. We were served some minutes to 10 a.m. yesterday a 15-count amended charge for a case coming up today, whereas the last date of adjournment was 2nd of December. So they had well over 1.5 months to have done that and served us. They didn't. So I believe that was intended to frustrate today's proceedings. In any event, that was the 6th time they are amending the charge.
The last time the President Buhari was asked, he was saying that, look, they should allow this case
to run its course.
That means there might not be a political solution.
No.
Has been agitated, clamored for by some leaders from the southeast, east, so that there can be peace. But ruling that out, filing fresh charges, Jide.
It's pressure is being mounted on both sides. It's like on both sides, you are trying to gain as much advantage as you can gain. So pressure is coming on both sides. They too are piling pressure with the civil disobedience part, simultaneously with efforts being made by Amechi and other people that are appealing to government to consider a political solution. You know, and the president was polite when he met those old men. He never told them that he would not do it. He never told them. He just said, you've asked me to do something that is extremely difficult. And then the president tried to deflect the responsibility to the judiciary. But we know that, look, if 2 parties are involved in a matter and they approach the judiciary that, look, we want to discontinue this matter, the judiciary has nothing to do about it. So to simply say that it will amount to, interference in judicial matter, no, the president just
if it's political solution, the president can tell the Attorney General to go and enter.
Yes, they can enter null prosecution. And then the 2 parties can have the 2 lawyers, because frankly, the case can be discontinued by fiat. You still have to approach the court to say we want to discontinue. So if there's that understanding, both sides will come together and say, okay, let us do it. We've had political solutions in the past. It's not new in our country. In the South, we've done something like that.
The Muhammad Abacha case.
Yes. You know, Obasanjo personally went to Kano, you know, to go and hand over Mohammed to the Emir of Kano. But anytime I need him, you must be ready to give it to me. Give him to me. But we knew at that time that the matter had ended. So this is the thing. People want peace. But as we are seeing now, Kanu is piling pressure, trying to show the world that DSS they are maltreating him, this and that. The judge said, look, I don't want Kanu to appear in my court in this dress again. He must be allowed to wear whatever he wants to wear. He must be allowed to practice his religion. He must be allowed to do exercise when he wants.
This is what he has been wearing.
Yes, saying that he's not allowed to. His lawyer told the judge that he's not allowed to wear what he wants. That even when people, any detainee that speaks with him, that detainee too will be put in solitary confinement. So the judge said, no, this dress has faded. I don't like the way the dress looks. From now on, I don't want to see him wear this dress to my court. So, now the concern now for his lawyer is that the amendment keeps getting. The charges keep getting amended. When Sunday Igboho won in that court in Ibadan, some of us predicted that the government will not be able to appeal because the facts were staggering. Imagine someone killed and then dragged on the floor, and the thing was recorded on CCTV. What did the Attorney General do after a few days? The Attorney General decided to file fresh charges because he knew in his heart that the appeal will fail. Because the evidence was there. Yes. Sometimes you know a bad case from the beginning.
The Southeast today, effectively, I've seen some videos.
Yeah, lockdown.
Oh, stay at home. Granted, as a sign of respect to
solidarity.
Nnamdi Kanu. And they said if any time is going to court like this, this is the situation to protest and in solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu.
Well, that's to be expected. Because even the president today, before he became president, of course, enjoyed a court-like status in certain parts of the country because he was assumed to have stood up for the ideals of their society. And as far as the people of Southeast are concerned, Kanu today represents the same level of court-like devotion that they see. And you don't want to know about creating mythical figures. Is that it will keep getting bigger and bigger while it's locked away. So you keep creating a court figure by your own admission. And for normally
by your actions.
Yeah.
Because if he had been ignored when he was making all that noise.
This would not have
this action now, it has shown that
it began this agitation before
democratically elected.
No, that one is a given.
Structure.
That one is a given. That is more popular than the governors in the Southeast.
No.
It's not even something you...
No, the governors will give instruction in the East. And people will disobey. But even Kanu has not spoken. They just hear some people said to be sympathetic to him.
Give orders.
They give, and the people will go and obey. Governors will say anybody who does not come to work, they will be sacked. Any shop that does not open, they will revoke this thing. So the people want to leave.
And they have a way of circulating this information. When I was in Anambra State, immediately you just hear that, oh, Imapa has spoken, and just hear something, say, oh, tomorrow this is what will happen, and to be so effectively
and they allow the election to.
So the government needs a lot of wisdom in this case and that of Sunday Igboho, because the more you keep them away, the more you create mystical something around them. So by the time they come out now, they become
heroes out of them. That's what we have seen with this man. So Obasanjo handled the Wazori case matter very well.
No, even the
Yes,
and he handed them over to Justice Thompson, and he said, "These people are your," just like he did for Abacha, and it was a high-ranking person. This person is now in your care. That's a face-saving thing. You've done two things. You've released the man without releasing him. The Japanese call it in I've forgotten. When they make a law, they ignore the law until they need it. The law is there, but they ignore it. So if an enemy now falls into that trap, you now use that law to deal with the enemy. It's been done in government for the last 1,000
years. We said it at that time that this fellow should not have been given the attention.
It should have been ignored.
So the government effectively played into his hands.
They knew exactly what he was doing. Because when you start grandstanding, the next thing,
and at that time was merely talking. They had not even begun to kill people.
It was just on radio.
Yes, they had not begun to kill people that time.
So you created this, I don't want to use the word monster, You created this particular personality, and now you are reaping the fruits of your labor, as it were. But I agree with you. This uniform should be changed. It's an indictment on governments.
All right.
There's only one shot.
But the judge also reminded him that, look, the detention facility is not a 5-star hotel. So you will not get everything that you must have that constant reminder that you are in detention. If things get so fine for you there, you would think that you are not even in detention. So, and the DSS is not the best place.
They are very frugal.
No, I've been there before, so I know that it's not the best place to
and finally,